think we're live. Okay, yeah. I was making sure. So, if you can hear the music, which you should be able to, let me get chat pulled up on my phone real quick. Let me actually make sure to. OBS is picking up. We are playing a new game today called The Operator. I saw this game on Steam. It looked interesting. So I thought we could give it a try. I think it should be fitting in the window okay and everything. Let me make sure that we're looking good. But yeah, I figured we could give this a try, kind of see what it's about. I obviously saw it on Steam, but I don't really know like the full details of everything, so we will start a new game and see how it goes. I maybe should have looked at settings first to see if I needed to do like subtitles or anything. Bio-M facility somewhere in the US, 1992. I am a little late today. Sorry about that.
You will answer my questions as usual. 1 for yes, 2 for no. Do you understand? Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? Are you currently restrained? Are you married? Do you work in law enforcement? Do you know who I am? Do you know who you are? Are you...
Interesting. I'm intrigued.
He's ready.
From what I know, we like look through case files and stuff, but that's really kind of all I paid attention to on Steam. I don't know if it's scary. I don't know really the vibes besides that, so we are experiencing it together. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:30 a.m. This is a secure and monitored federal government terminal. All unauthorized access and sharing of any information within is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. Do I type something? Okay, I like it. Okay. Evan Tanner, that must be who we're playing. I'm just clicking random buttons and obviously it's typing on its own. Federal Department of Intelligence, the truth we seek. Okay. I hope this isn't like, like that, I can't think of what it's called, like something the game. And then they also, that same dev also makes another game that I can't think of the name of. But you have to like look through case stuff and like you could get hacked on the game one or something. Anyway, if you know what I'm talking about, I don't think this is like that as far as like high intensity kind of thing or like risking somebody breaking into your house or something. I don't think this is like that, but okay, so Evan Tanner, and welcome to the FBI. It is March 6th, 1992. So this would have been good to start a few days ago, but you are assigned to the operator program. Please read the following document before proceeding. Your program supervisor will contact you with further instructions. Welcome to the FDI Operator Program. This is a secure, monitored federal government terminal. All unauthorized access is strictly prohibited and subject to criminal prosecution. Sharing of any information from the terminal with unauthorized personnel is forbidden and also subject to criminal prosecution. What is the Operator Program? The Operator Program has been specifically designed to provide technical support to field agents, henceforth abbreviated as agents, while also ensuring a high level of confidentiality. How does it work? Agents call the hotline. The call is dispatched to secretaries who verify the agent's identity, clearance level, and request. The request is forwarded to the supervisor. Supervisor dispatches the call to an available operator. A direct line is established between the agent to the operator. Once the operator fulfills the agent's technical request, the line is closed. For additional information, please contact your supervisor. The Operator Program is extremely confidential. Mike Trench.
Hey, pal. How you holding up? Get all that booze out of you?
Sorry, I'm not following. I'm never going to drink again. I guess that's why my head hurts. Do that, I guess.
That's what you said last time. Well, I'm happy you're here. You and me at the FDI together. It's really great. But I gotta tell you something. When we're on the job, I can't treat you differently than anybody else. You understand, right?
Maybe we should do, I guess the tables have turned, haven't they? So that way we can, like, get some lore, maybe?
Oh. Right. I almost forgot about that. Well, that was a long time ago. We're no longer kids working summer jobs back home, are we? But I promise,
Tim.
Evan, right hand to God, I'll be a better boss than you were. Well, I'd better run. The FDI can't run itself now, can it? Good luck
So
with your
he's my
first day.
supervisor?
All right?
Thanks, talk to you later, Mike. Don't worry about me, Director Trench. Maybe we'll keep it informal a little bit. Since we're friends, it seems. Xavier Skinner. So it looks like we might be able to go back and look at the call logs later. I don't know if that'll be important.
Good morning, Mr. Tanner. Welcome to the FDI. I assume you're up to speed on your mission here at the Operator Program?
Unfortunately not really, no. I read the welcome document. That's all we got.
You know the basics. Good. So, just to recap, your job is to support our agents by providing them with all the help they need in the field to solve a case. That help can come in the form of fact-checking, video and audio analysis, even lab work. My job as a supervisor is to link the agents with an appropriately matched operator.
I'm
Any
into
questions?
it, I'm into it. No, when do I start? I think I'm ready. I guess we'll do when do I start.
Fine, but first you need to learn how to respond to an agent's request. Let's do a dry run, shall we? I want you to find my age. This objective just popped up at the top left of your screen, beside the applications menu. See it? Whenever you're stuck,
Yes.
or if you need help, simply click on the question mark next to the objective. Go on and click on the question mark, Tanner.
Oh, okay.
Yes, just like that. You
I
can
need
always
help.
click on the question mark if you get stuck, though I'm hoping this won't happen often. I'm giving you access to the human database. The Human DB, as we call it
That's
here.
in my...
You can find this and other tools to help you solve agent requests in the applications menu. Now go ahead, Operator Tanner. Solve my request. Find my age. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen.
Okay. So, let's see. Giving you access to the human database. Is that in here? Okay, yeah, right here. So, I wonder, do I need to actually type his name in? Yeah. Skinner. You can find this in other tools. Oh yeah, in the applications menu. When you find the answer, click on the objective and then select the answer on the screen. So a little bit like Paper Please-esque, I guess, which I do enjoy that game. Okay, so it says he is 48.
Right. Like that, Tanner. I'll let you get settled in. And I'll contact you later with your first real request.
Okay. Of course, Supervisor Skinner, thank you for this. We'll say thank you for this opportunity. So he's our supervisor. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 9:18 a.m. Okay. On the same day, I'm assuming.
Tanner, looks like your first request is somewhat of a baptism by fire. I have an agent working a homicide. It's her first case, too. Not ideal, but consider this a learning experience. I'll be monitoring you in the background.
Look forward to the challenge, sir.
I'm patching the agent through now.
Why would we be shocked it's a homicide?
It's Operator Tanner, right?
That's right, Agent Pendle.
I don't think our paths ever crossed at the academy, did they? Anyway, I got a homicide at a bar downtown called The Sanctuary. Ironic, no? My Vic, dead on arrival. Is male, Caucasian, early 60s. He was shot in the head at close range around 2 a.m., just before closing time. As far as evidence, I got some surveillance footage from the bar. And, some kind of list that I found on the deceased. Any chance you can work your operator magic and help find me an ID on the shooter?
Do my best.
Thanks, operator. Okay, I'm sending over the files. Good luck.
Okay, so we're supposed to find their name. So, cases. What happens if I click that? Oh, okay, but it just pulls it out here. Or I can like do. Okay, so bar, we have camera footage and a list of names. That must be the list she found on the deceased. This is, I'm liking it already. T.
This is our cutting-edge video analysis system, Tanner. Click on any relevant elements in the video to trigger an analysis. Go on, give it a whirl.
Okay, any relevant evidence?
Just like with the video, you can click on a photo for further analysis.
So this is our victim. Oh gosh,
Looks
my
like
screen
our
is gonna
victim
be full
Henry
of stuff.
Jenkins. For some reason, we can't access his full profile. Unfortunately, for the moment anyway, there's not much else we can learn about him.
Okay. So if I close that, that's this. Okay, okay. I'm learning. Can I play the video again and click on something else? Like this guy? Our criminal.
The footage
Low
quality
quality.
is insufficient for a proper ID, operator. You'll need to find another way to ID the killer.
Okay. So let's pull up our name list.
That's the list I found on the victim. It's pretty long. And to be honest, I got no idea who any of those people are. The bizarre thing is, that name at the bottom, it wasn't redacted when I bagged it. But I think it's irrelevant to our shooting here.
I don't know. So can I look these people up? Okay, so let's see. Can I look at anything on his stuff? I guess not. Let me... I mean, it's... I would say it is definitely a man in the video. So any names that seem feminine, I guess I won't look up right away. I don't want to assume anything. Like Laura Campbell, I'm assuming is a woman. Marley, I don't know. That could be a man or a woman, I feel like. Lola, Lila, probably won't look those two up. But I guess we'll start with that. So let me pull up. Oh, we have a car database. Can I click on the car in the video? I tried, but it didn't seem to let me. Let's go. Okay, I can. We have a license plate. Toyota Corolla hatchback. Owner Ray Wells. Okay. Let me pull up. There's so many things open. I don't have any kind of Wells on the list. Well, at least not with the circled names. Yeah, nothing there, but I'm gonna pull them up in the. I'm gonna close that. In the database. I'm assuming I can have more than one person. Ray Wells. Let's see what he pulls up. This is fun. I'm loving this. Alive. Male 29. Let me see. Distributor. Okay, so it doesn't have the person's address. Ray Small Fingers Wells. Interesting. I don't want to assume this is the killer, though. But maybe I do. I'm not sure. I don't know if that messes up anything. Car belongs to Ray Wells. Okay. Oh, we tell her that. Okay.
Nice. Now we know the perp's name. You got something for Wells' address? Because I'll take it if you do.
I do, girly. Oh, wait, that's his place of birth, actually. Can I click off of that? Okay, I didn't click that. His address. Oh, right here. Last known address. $130 Laurel Street, Culpeper, Virginia.
Yeah, that'll do. Nice work. Next up is to bring Wells in. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Operator Tanner.
Just doing my job, Agent. Yay, we did it! I'm assuming they'll potentially get more
Not bad,
complicated.
Tanner.
But...
Not great, but not bad either. I'll contact you later with your next request.
I'm into this. Understood. I feel like I'll do better, or like having sass is unnecessary. Like, it's our first day. I don't think he's expecting too much craziness. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 5:32 p.m. Girl, we were here at like 7. How long are we here? FDI most wanted. Oh, and it clears off my screen for me. I do appreciate that. Please consult the latest FDI most wanted list. Reminder, if you discover any information during your shift that might help the FDI, inform your supervisor at once. If you have any information, please call the FDI at 488-555-101. Fred Smorskinsky.
Tanner, I need you to follow up on an investigation started by a previous operator. I'll let the agent working the case bring you up to speed.
Of course. So this might be like a side thing.
Oh, please. Tell me you got something.
Don't understand.
God damn
What do
it!
you want?
Who are you?
Operator Tanner. Who am I? Who are you? Let's be a little blunt since he's being
Great. Every goddamn time we get a new operator, it takes me twice as long. I got a life outside the FDI, you know? Interests, hobbies, full-blooded passions. I don't have time for this.
Okay, tell me about your case then.
I got a
and we
missing
can get on
persons
here.
case out here in Dryfield, Nevada. Connie Moore's her name. I canvassed the area, talked to the locals. I can't believe I'm saying this, but
Oh, my
everyone
face is in
thinks
the
she
way.
was abducted by aliens.
Okay. I didn't even think about that. Let me move my face. Cam. My bad. I don't really know where a good place to be would be. I'll try and keep the stuff I'm looking at in the center of the screen. The bottom corner is probably good down here. That way I'm off the chat and you guys might miss a little bit of the stuff down here, but not too much. I think that'll be better. Okay. Dryfield, Nevada.
Middle of nowhere, hot as hell, sandy. Calling it a small town would be an insult to small towns.
People actually think aliens were involved.
Look, I think it's bonkers, too. Another weird thing is, over the past year, 4 people in Dryfield have claimed they've been abducted. And every single time they reappeared somewhere in the middle of the desert out here about a month later. Connie's story's the same.
I thought she was missing.
She was. Popped back up yesterday. Collected her testimony myself. She had a camera on her. Naturally, I'd like to look at the photos. But to do that, I gotta go through you, an operator. Lucky me, right?
What am I looking
There's
for?
something off about all this. I mean, beyond all the talk of little green men. Just look for something that doesn't add up, okay?
I'm on
Here are
it.
the files.
Find inconsistency. The desert. So we have the testimony, a phone recording, and the camera. Connie Moore testimony. Summary. Following Connie Moore's reappearance on 3/5/1992, we recorded her eyewitness testimony concerning her supposed alien abduction. Connie Moore, the victim, Agent Barry Walker, agent in charge of the investigation, Brittany Holt, FDI transcriber. Transcript. Can you tell us more about the day you disappeared? I was hiking in the desert out by Dryfield. Sometimes I do that to clear my head or to take photos. Photography is sort of a hobby of mine. And is that your camera? Agent Walker points to a camera on the table. Yes, it is. What else do you remember about the day in the desert? That day in the desert. Well, it's a little blurry, but I wanted to hike around Mount Maury. I remember that. It's really beautiful at this time of year. I remember taking 2 photographs. Then I heard this loud noise coming from the sky. I looked up and barely had time to take another photograph. It was just moving so fast, their ship, the UFO. Then I think it landed to the east, so I decided to head over and see if I could see anything else. Maybe get a photo of them. It must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to go where it landed. Then what? I'm not really sure, to be honest. That's where my head goes blank. The next thing I know, I'm waking up in some kind of room, and I can't move. Was there someone with you in this room? I don't like to think about it, but yes, they were there, all around me, the aliens. What did they look like? The room was so bright, like I was looking into the sun. I only saw their silhouettes. Can you describe them the best that you can? They were human, except they weren't. Something was off. They were too tall and thin. It was disturbing, actually. I couldn't see their faces. I'm glad about that. What do you remember about the room? It was white. I mean, entirely white. Antiseptic. It smelled sort of like a hospital. There were no doors, no windows, nothing. Just whiteness. What do you think they wanted with you? I think they wanted to learn about me, to study me. I was so scared. I couldn't think straight. They kept asking me questions over and over again. What kinds of questions? About my life, my family, my beliefs, everything. I guess that's what they do, study humans. What else do you remember? They had these strange voices, sort of mechanical, and there was a machine they were using on me. It was clamped to my head. I don't know what it was, but it hurt. Can you tell us anything else, Connie? Not really. Next thing I remember, I'm waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. My head was throbbing, maybe because of their drugs or mind probes, I don't know. I just wandered around out there. Luckily, somebody found me, or I might have died from dehydration. Then I guess they called the cops, and the cops called you. End of story. Okay, let's listen to... Oh, a phone recording. Cell phone triangulation report, Connie Moore. Phone tower pings and timestamps from the day of Connie's disappearance on 2/5/92 and from the day she reappeared on 3/5/92. So she was gone for a month. There were no pings between the time of her disappearance to her reappearance at 3:27. From 8:45 a.m. to 11:56 a.m. was the last ping with blue triangles. Okay, and she's like all around here. Dryfield is here. And then she reappears way over here. From 3:27 to 4:01. Okay, I don't know how that's gonna be helpful, but we'll see. Okay, we'll look at her camera, I guess. Okay, I can see the times and the dates for the pictures. Whoa, what's that? Settings. Autofocus off? If I turn autofocus on, I don't think that's gonna affect the photos themselves. Auto ISO, show timestamp on, brightness level. Ooh, let's turn the brightness all the way up and see. Show grid. Raw. I don't know what that would do either, but we'll mess around with it and see. Interesting. So I'm gonna take the brightness off of there. I wish I could zoom in because it almost looks like there's like a person standing right there. Let me pull her testimony up next to this because, okay, not her testimony, maybe this one with the pings. Because we're looking for inconsistencies, and it said her phone pinged. So she's here at 9:15. 9:43, she would have been... Oh, she said something about Mount Mori. I'll see what she said about that. So she takes a picture of the ship, the alien ship, at like 10:13. So she's here at 10:15. And she said something about the mountain. Wanted to hike around Mount Mori. I remember that. Must have taken me an hour and 45 minutes to get where it landed. So I decided, let's see. To an hour and 45 minutes. An hour would have been like 11:15. Hour 45, it would have put her at about noon. So that seems accurate. And she is hiking around Mount Mori. What about the day she came back? Does she say anything about that? Remember waking up in the desert outside Dryfield. Okay. Head was throbbing, maybe because of the drugs. More mind probes. Somebody found her. I'm not sure what inconsistencies, like besides the fact that this picture is so blurry. Oh wait, the date. So she found this on the 21st, but she disappeared, supposedly, in the pings on the 5th. So the photo was taken on 2/21/1992, 16 days after her
Jackpot.
disappearance.
Connie said she took that photo the day she disappeared. Clearly, she didn't. Maybe the aliens did funny things to her brain. Maybe her brain was funny to begin with. Do me a favor. Locate the position on the map where she supposedly snapped this photograph.
Find photo location. So at 10:13. Well, how am I supposed to know? Because this is on the day she was there. So like where she would have been if she took it on the day she disappeared, I guess. Right here, Agent Walker.
All right. I'll check this spot out. Guess I gotta do a little hiking. Probably sweat my goddamn
We're getting hacked. What does that say? Moon something? I feel like that says something, but I couldn't fully read what it said. Oh gosh. What am I supposed to do? Hacked by Hal? Okay. Who's Hal? Hello, Evan. How do you know my name? I know many things about you, Evan. What do you want? The typing sounds are good. It's simple, I want the truth. What are you talking about? Let me show you something. Do you remember the list found on Henry Jenkins? Yes. You didn't see her name, did you, Evan? Wait, I think I did. The abducted woman. Okay, the plot twist is crazy. Pretty big coincidence, don't you think? I think I did see your name. I'm also going to assume that you didn't notice that of the 136 people on it, 122 have been reported missing. Did you kidnap them, Hal? Girl, I just got here. Don't be ridiculous, Evan. I wouldn't hurt a fly. Maybe an annoying fly. One last thing, and this is the most important part. There's a name near the bottom that's been redacted. That name is the key to understanding everything. I have to go now, Evan, but I'll be in touch soon. Promise. Tell me more. The tea. Okay. I don't know our password, but I did actually type in Evan.Tanner. Because I can. The tea! I'm so into it.
Operator Tanner, are you there? Agent Walker told me that your connection was suddenly cut. And when I tried to contact you, you were offline. What happened?
Should I tell him the truth or lie? I don't know. I feel like maybe we can't trust anybody. Let's lie.
I see. I'll have IT look into that at once. The second shift of operators has arrived. You can go home now, Tanner. See you tomorrow. And don't be late.
See you tomorrow. I wanted to look and see if her name was really on there. Connie Moore. The T! It is. I think I even would have read that when I was saying the women's names. That is crazy. Okay. We'll shut down for today, I guess. Not really, but... Achievement first day. You've completed your first day in the FDI. I'm really liking this. This is fun. This is my kind of game where you're like looking through things. I'm liking it. We might be an alcoholic from the vibes of the conversation we got in the beginning. We have a cat. Oh wait, at the beginning it was almost like we got abducted by aliens because of like them asking us questions. And they said, "Are we?" the redacted name. Or it said like, "Are you?" and then it redacted our name. That's T. What if it all leads back to us? Not me solving the game already. I'm so intrigued. Okay, we're smoking a little cigarette or something. Music's picking up. Evan's apartment, 6 a.m. Not the dad grumbles when you're getting out. This is a cool way to do a cutscene without like having to have all the. Because I think this is a decently like I think this is an indie game. It wasn't that expensive either, so. This looks like an ear, so it's kind of freaking me out a little bit. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:22 a.m. See, what does that say? Moon? I don't know. I can't fully read it. We're back on the clock. I wanted to look at those missing people things, but I don't know if I ever get like a downtime.
Hey, pal. So, tell me, how'd day number 1 at the FDI go? Everything you had hoped for?
Because I want to look these guys up. I don't think Supervisor Skinner likes
Yeah,
me.
well, I wouldn't worry about him. Xavier doesn't even like his own mother. To be honest, no, I probably shouldn't say anything.
You can tell me.
Well, between you and me, we're thinking of making a change at the supervisor position. You know, Evan, if you play your cards right, maybe, just maybe. Ah, sorry, buddy. My phone's ringing off the hook here. I gotta run. But hey, great job.
Gee.
And just keep plugging away, okay? I'm proud of you, Evan.
Thanks, Mike. Talk to you later. What if he saw me?
Operator
Thought
Tanner,
he didn't like
Agent
us?
Pendle has an update on yesterday's case. I'll patch her through in a moment. But before I do, I wanted to let you know that from this point on, you'll talk to the agents directly. Time to cut the umbilical cord. However, as your supervisor, I'll still be in the background monitoring your activity.
Of course.
Good morning, Operator Tanner. So you remember Ray Wells, right?
Hey, girlie. I do remember.
So I checked out the address you gave me, but no sign of Wells. Then I get a call from Vice, and guess what? Wells was found dead in a downtown parking garage early this morning. Shot.
See.
Point blank range. Now I'm working 2 homicides, and it's my first week. Welcome to the FDI, Alexandra. Anyway, the garage has cameras, and I got some footage of Wells. That's the good news. The bad news? I don't have all the footage. Sort of weird, but part of it is missing.
Has it been tampered with?
I don't know. Looks that way, doesn't it? I don't put much stock into conspiracies, but the timing is definitely suspicious. Anyway, think you could take a look? I'm looking for anything that's different between the first and second half of the surveillance footage. Apart from Wells ending up dead and the blood splatter on the pillar. Sorry for the vivid details.
Okay, anything that's different. It won't let me move it. Oh. So he just ends up dead. Okay. Well, girl, do I get another camera? I'm confused. Anything that's different between the first and second half. Okay. So let me study this a little bit. We have, well, wasn't there a car here in the second half? Or no? We still have the 3 cones. We have like a fire extinguisher maybe here. Car here, here, and here. All the cars are still there, cones are still there, fire extinguisher is still there. But are they the same cars? I feel like yes. Okay. Well, it looks like no, those are still there. I was gonna say it looks like 2 shadows or something. All the lights are on. It is darker over here, actually. I don't know, clicking back and forth actually kind of helps. She said, besides him and the blood splatter, what is different? Yeah, there is a light on here. That is not on in the second half. The light is off in the
Look at
second
that.
part.
Give me a sec, operator. I'm gonna check this out.
I want to try and look one of these.
Well. I just found a bullet lodged in the light's framework. I'm sending you a photo.
Okay.
Can you run an analysis and tell me what kind of bullet I'm looking at?
Yeah. Oh, wait, stop it. I don't know how to get out of that. Okay. The bullet. Run an analysis. Oh, I forgot I can just click stuff. I forgot, like, I don't have to be on this. Bullet is a 45 ACP. Do I have, like, a bullet situation? Find out more about the bullet. It's like a 45 caliber.
45 caliber? I believe that's what the military and police use. Well, that's something anyway. Thanks for your
I
help,
figured it'd be an
operator.
inside job. I really
Appreciate
should
it.
have lied.
If only we had all of the footage. Anyway, I should get back to the scene. Keep digging and see if you can find anything else about our perp.
Find out more info on the killer. Okay. How? Hello, Hal. Let's play. Play him in his own game. I have a deal to offer you. One that I think you'll find interesting. What do you mean? You see, we share a common goal. You, me, and the FDI. You just don't know it yet. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'll help you with the Wells case, but you have to help me later when I ask for it. Do we have ourselves a deal? Can't do anything illegal. Let's say that. I can't do anything illegal. You won't be. I mean, apart from working with me. The world's most wanted hacker. How could you help me? I have access to the surveillance footage from the garage. I mean, all of the footage. How did you get it? Don't have time to go into the technical details. No offense, but you probably wouldn't understand anyway. Will you do the deal or won't you? I need your answer, and I need it now. Why would I help a criminal? We're playing hard to get. Because, as I already said, we share a goal. And because without my help, you and Agent Pendle will never solve this case. Wells' killer will still be on the loose. And sadly, you'll never climb the ranks of the FDI. I don't have a choice, looks like. Pendle could use my help, so yes, she could. And you could be her knight in shining armor, Evan. So, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this big, juicy, missing part back in so you can watch it and solve this crime. I'll help you if you help me. But won't this look suspicious? If somebody asks how you got the missing footage, just say the analysis software restored it. It's supposed to be cutting edge anyway, right? So do we have ourselves a deal? Ooh, so I do have a choice. I bet there's like different endings too. Let's say we have a deal. Good, now give me a few seconds to run my script. Well. Receiving files. What is happening? Alright, the missing footage has been magically restored. I hope you have your popcorn ready. I'll be back a little later to collect my debt, Evan. Until then... Okay. So he restored the video. This is interesting.
I see that you ran the facial recognition software, and 0 matches turned up, Operator. That's unusual. In fact, it shouldn't even be possible. Our FDI databases are exhaustive. I'll flag this issue for later, but go ahead and share the image with Agent Pendle.
Okay. Is she gonna be able to see their face with the no match thing? Have an image of
Wait.
Wells' killer.
I don't understand. How did you get this?
Our software recovered the missing part.
Well, this is huge. Thanks, Tanner. I'll canvass the area immediately. Maybe someone has seen our Prince Charming. I'll talk to you later. And thanks again.
Don't mention it. Because we didn't do it ourselves. I'm curious if you would have said no. what would have happened. FTI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 1:45 p.m. Okay, I want to pull up one of these people. Now, about that debt, Evan. Already, I'll help you later. Let's say I'm listening and see. Let's see. Good. Now I'm going to connect you to another FDI agent. Her name is Catherine Andrews. Just listen to what she has to say. Open your terminal and type the following command. Open your terminal. How do I do that? Up there, maybe? Okay, I wanted to see what you do with this, but I don't actually know how I would contact, like, my supervisor to give them information on these people. So I was just curious. Okay, so we're typing call 1-877-222-1998. I don't know if I need to do that. No secure. Resolve route to target IP. Initiated. Error. Secure false.
Hello, Operator Tanner. Hal told me that you'd be calling.
What's this all about?
Okay, I'll try to keep this short. About a month ago, I started working on a missing persons case. A woman reported that her husband had been gone for over 48 hours. Almost right away, the case felt different. Red tape all over the place. An unusual lack of cooperation from my superiors and colleagues. Unanswered calls. Suddenly, the FDI felt like the most incompetent department in the country. After an almost endless game of phone tag, I finally managed to get an appointment with a superior. The plan was to sit down and talk about the case first thing Monday morning. That Sunday night, I'm awoken by a phone call. The woman's apartment has burned to the ground. And the woman, what's left of her anyway, has been found dead in the ashes.
So I looked her up. Dead in the ashes. Timing sounds a little strange.
Well, it gets worse. So I started looking into the fire, of course.
Skin type 2.
I couldn't help myself. Plus, I felt like I owed it to Mia. That was the woman's name. Mia Cole. Anyway, it wasn't long before my superiors found out and pressured me to stop. They told me the fire had been ruled accidental, the result of faulty wiring in our oven. They told me I was wasting my time and precious FDI resources by looking into it, and said if I continued, I'd end up pushing papers in a basement somewhere. But that fire, Operator Tanner, that fire was no accident. I can feel it. Mia was murdered. I just have to prove it. That's where I'm hoping you can help me.
Why would Hal help you with this?
I'm sorry, but I can't really go into that. Not now, anyway. You just have to trust me. Go ahead and search them in the Human DB. The husband's name is Sasha. Sasha and Mia Cole. Please.
Okay, well, nothing's on Mia. Sasha. No results found. Oh, with a C. My bad. And he's totally redacted. I don't have the clearance.
Just another coincidence, right? Look, I don't know why, but someone doesn't want us looking into Sasha and Mia Cole. But we have to, Operator Tanner. It's our job. Who's going to do it if we don't? Can you help me find proof Mia's fire wasn't an accident?
Proof fire, not an accident. How can we access their case
You'll take a look then?
files?
Oh, thank you. As far as how to access the case files, that's not really my area of expertise. But you can ask Hal.
Okay, let me pull up her name again too. How can I access the Cole files? Funny, I was just working on this very thing, so it looks like I can't give you direct access to the files, but I found a bug in the chat. You should be able to inject a query that'll get you in. Just type this. Girl, what? Can I copy and paste? Oh, type it in here. Okay. I was like... Not in this chat, Evan. In the chat with Andrews. No offense, but... How did you get this job? Oh, okay, I could have done it either way. It looks like... Okay, so... Let's see. Not... that. Download. Select star from cases where ID 9XQLHC. I almost
Despite
typed it over
being,
here.
well, a thorn in the side, you have to admit Hal gets results.
Okay. Summary. Investigation report. Following report was written by Agent Andrews and modified on Case ID. I don't know if I have a way to look up cases. I only have the human database and the car database. Okay. Death caused by accidental fire. Closed as of 2/27. Death caused by accidental fire stemming from malfunctioning wiring in victim's oven. Agent in charge, Catherine Andrews. Notes I can't see. Fire started on 2:25 around 2 a.m. and was successfully contained by 3:12 a.m. Owing to the duration of the fire, minimal evidence remained at the scene. A single victim, identified as Mia Cole through dental records, tenant information, and a wedding ring, was discovered. The autopsy revealed no anomalies attributing the cause of her death to the fire. No signs of physical trauma were found. No indications of a forced entry or a struggle were evident in the home, aligning with the findings of the victim's autopsy report. Fire response teams referred to something I can't see. Concluded that the fire originated from faulty wiring in the oven, a conclusion supported by our investigation. A ring, the inscription Sasha and Mia is engraved on the inside. Wedding photo. Okay. We have her up already. Oh, and I closed it. Okay. Ash sample. Chemical analyzer. You have opened a chemical sample. We have automatically given you access to the CSLCA data report application. You can find it with the other applications in the top left menu. Please review the user manual relative to the chemical sample analysis process before proceeding. Okay, let me close out some of these things here. I have to leave up Child's Hat, but I'm going to close it out at least. Your supervisor will contact you with further instructions. You can find these documents on your personal drive. LabTech Chemical Scan LCA User Manual. User Manual for the ChemScan LCA Chemical Analyzer provides guidance on proper use and operation, but does not replace proper training in handling chemicals. Manufacturer and authors of this manual cannot be held liable for injuries, damages, or losses resulting from the use of the instrument or handling of chemicals in a manner not in accordance with this manual or applicable laws and regulations. Fascinating. Welcome to the user manual for the ChemScan LCA Chemical Analyzer. This manual is designed to provide you with the information you need to safely and effectively use the instrument to perform chemical analysis. Please read this manual carefully before using the ChemScan LCA and follow all instructions to ensure the safe and proper operation of the instrument. If you have any questions or concerns about the use of the ChemScan LCA, please contact us. Open the sample in the dedicated ChemScan LCA software. Input the appropriate settings for your sample using formulas found thereafter. Start the analysis process. Note that this may take some time. Once the analysis is complete, open the CSLCA data report application, input the results from the ChemScan LCA analysis, and initiate the calculation. The CSLCA data report will then return the chemical composition of the sample. ChemScan LCA sample settings calculation. Sample characteristics may affect the settings required for a proper analysis with the ChemScan LCA. Am I actually scanning the sample? I'm so confused. Oh, okay, literally, that's what this is. Okay. I see. Can I, like... Okay. Ion size. The appropriate ion size varies depending on the sample type and state. For a liquid sample, a solid sample, or a gaseous sample. This is a solid sample. So ion size typically around 6. If the material is organic, the ion size must be set to 3.5 to avoid damaging the sample. Non-organic, so 6. Okay. Delta V for non-organic sample. Sample weight in grams times 100. 4.2 times 100, I think, is going to be 42. But we have a calculator, so... Oop. Oh, my bad. 4.2 times 100. 420, okay. I thought that, but... 420. Threshold. The threshold value will depend on the delta V and the sample type. For solid samples, this threshold should be set to half the delta V. So that's going to be 210. Oh my gosh. And then sample matrix size. Default value of the matrix size is 5. If you're using an older version of ChemScan LCA, version 1.3 or lower, which we're not, we're on 1.04, you must set the matrix size to 4. So this needs to be 5. How to read the results. ChemScan LCA will give, I guess I will start this because it said it may take a minute. While that's going, I will look at this. ChemScan LCA will give, as a result of the analysis, a frequency response curve and additional sample characteristics such as pH, radioactivity, etc. Those values are going to be used by the CSLCA data report. Open the data report software and input the CCVT, pH, and frequencies in order to calculate the exact composition of the sample. The response frequencies must be entered from the highest to lowest intensity spike. There must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold represented by the red area. You can use the mouse pointer to calculate the frequency. Specifications. Oh gosh, okay, so results. So this tells me can I click this? Does clicking this do anything? No. But it tells me the numbers, I guess. Okay, so now with this, this is so much. I need to open this. CCVT is 901. Our pH was 6.5. And frequencies, let me look back at this. What did it say? The response frequencies must be entered from highest to lowest intensity spike. Must be between 1 and 5 spikes that are higher than the threshold. You can use the mouse to calculate. Okay, so highest to lowest. So we've got 9.24. Okay, 9.26. Is this changing? Oh, I see. I'm confused. I think I'm doing this right. Okay, so 9.26. And then this is our second highest one. 2.43. And then our third. 1.53. Hopefully you don't have to be exact. What's this? Sample composition. Oh, I think after I calculate. Okay. And then that one, 10.60. Calculate. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Cellulose, wood, gasoline, other non-identifiable residues. Okay. If I click the question mark, okay, it just pulls up this thing. So, do I need this for anything? I don't think so. I'll leave that up for now. But down here. So, it says your supervisor will contact you with further instructions, but he has not done that. Okay, so that is the sample thing. Where is my case file? I can close out my calculator. That'll give you some room down here. Where is my case file? Why is it not here? Okay, so the ash sample, I mean, it says non-organic. It doesn't have any, it doesn't say, like, remains or anything. So what do? Do I tell somebody that, or what? Prove fire not an accident. Oh, because there's gasoline. So where did my thingy go? Literally right in front of my face. Okay. There was an accelerant used for the fire. There were traces of gasoline.
I knew it. Faulty wiring my... you know what. This was no accident. Someone started this fire and killed Mia. But why?
Why is Hal helping you?
I can't talk about that, operator. Not now. When the time is right, Hal will let you know. I'm sure. But what we're doing here, it's important. You see that, right? It matters to me.
Why is it so important?
I
Does she
grew to know her.
Mia?
Mia, I mean. With our line of work, you try not to get emotionally involved. That's what they teach you at the academy, anyway. Almost from the start.
Oh,
And
what's
usually,
happening?
I can turn the switch off. I learned to do that. Feel
Are we about to pass out?
But with Mia, I just never could. She wanted to be a singer, she told me. That was her dream. And I'm not exactly an expert, but she did have a good voice.
What's happening?
She was just a decent person. Wanted to find her music.
She must be yapping too much. She had a baby?
Someone killed them, Operator Tanner. Someone killed Mia and her baby. Are you still there?
Yes.
Oh,
I don't know what
Anyway,
just happened.
thanks,
but-
operator. Because of you, I finally have proof. Knowing Hal, well, as much as someone can know Hal, I have a feeling this won't be the last time you and me work together.
Good luck, Agent Andrews. Get all this out of here. Line closed. Your thoughts. So you found evidence proving the fire wasn't an accident. Well done, Evan. Maybe there's hope for you yet. The way the FBI has handled the Cole case, it's strange, don't you think? I want to do my job, Hal, that's it. But solving cases is doing your job. So is making sure victims get the justice they deserve. Look, I know you probably still don't trust me. I'm on the FBI's most wanted list. I hacked into your computer. I get it. But tell me something. Why would I bother going to the trouble of working with a low-level FDI employee, if I didn't have a good reason? I have literally no idea how. Should be considered extremely dangerous. Any information leading to an arrest. Maybe you're thinking about turning me in to get that reward, but it's too late. You're in too deep. Director Trench is calling me.
Operator Tanner.
Be
Can I have a
careful.
word?
Sure, Mike. What's this
I see
about?
that you've been looking into the database entries for Mia and Sasha Cole. You want to tell me why?
Truth or lie? I wanted to catch up on the
I
case.
see. In the future, I want you to avoid anything related to Sasha and Mia Cole. It's a closed case. A total waste of your time. And if by chance something else pops up concerning the Coles, and this is very important, you come to me right away. Understood?
What's the big deal about
Oh,
then?
there's no deal, Evan. It's just highly confidential. Classified. And way above your pay grade. I'm sure you understand.
Sure, whatever you say, Mike.
I'll talk to you later.
I feel like keeping it familiar with him by saying his name, like Mike instead of Director Trench, will maybe get him to slip up, but I don't know. I know that was probably difficult lying to your friend, but you did the right thing, Evan. As a reward, I'll tell you something about myself, something that only 2 other people know. The reason I have so much access to the FDI, I used to work there. What do I do now, Hal? You were in the FDI. Let's question him about that, I guess. I can't tell you more for the moment, but yes, I was. As improbable as that seems. What do I do now? For now, nothing. I'll be in touch later, Evan. Okay. I'm having so much fun. I'm loving this. These are, like, for sure my kind of game. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 4:55 p.m. Okay. I like that my cases stay here. Barry again.
So who the hell am I talking to this time?
Operator Tanner.
The same operator Tanner from before?
Yes.
Good. You haven't been fired. I was afraid I'd have to explain this goddamn case all over again. I went back to where Connie said she took the photo in the desert. You remember, right? Where she said this, flying saucer supposedly landed. I didn't find a flying saucer or any aliens breathing their last wheezy breaths or anything like that. But I did find something else.
It was blood type. Something disturbing?
You could say that. You could definitely say that. I found stones. A bunch of stones lying there on the surface of the sand. I'm no geologist, but they look funny to me. Like they'd been moved. Put there for a reason, you know? So, I call it in. Because I'm sure as hell not gonna dig myself, Tanner. Not in this suit. A team arrives an hour later, and they start digging. Sure enough, under one of the stones, they find a body. Advanced state of decomp. They dig under another stone. And lo and behold, this time they find an entire skeleton. Turns out, we're standing on some sort of desert graveyard.
How many corpses are out there?
Hard to say, but I counted more than 100 stones. If they're all grave markers, well, I'll let you do the math.
They found a body and a skeleton?
Yeah, messed up, right? And judging by the size of the skeleton, it belonged to someone young, Tanner. Real young. Look, I won't beat around the bush. The
Like a
medical
baby?
examiner has finished a preliminary report on the skeleton, and they found what they believe is a photo of the victim in the sand, buried there by the bones. Never seen that before. Any chance you can take a look at all this and get me an ID, Tanner?
I don't know if this is gonna have graphic images and stuff, so just bear that in mind. Hopefully it doesn't get like age restricted or anything. I don't know. I can try.
Let me send you the files.
So yeah, I don't know like if these are gonna be graphic images or anything.
Well, it's taken a while. Hard to access the satellite out here in Roswell. Dryfield. Okay. Looks like it went through. About goddamn time.
Identify the body. Body 1. Autopsy report.
The skeleton appears to be female, estimated at 9 years of age. Starting the examination now. Initial observations show well-preserved and intact bones. No visible signs of trauma or damage. The subject is missing her left incisor. The rest of the dentition looks good. No decay or disease is present. Moving on. Here's something interesting. One of the metacarpal bones on her left hand, the metacarpal 3, has a slight curvature. You don't see that a lot. So, to summarize, the subject appears to have been a female, approximately 9 years of age, with a missing left incisor tooth and a slight curvature in the metacarpal 3 in her left hand. Based on the level of decomposition, the body appears to have been buried for approximately 6 to 8 months. Further testing and analysis is needed to determine the cause of death.
Okay, so missing a tooth, that could be just because she was 9. Photo front. Who are you? Henry Jenkins. He came up before. With... Oh, he was the victim in the bar. Okay. BM Technologies. So we have his badge. Can I do anything with that? Not right now. He was the victim from the bar, I am pretty sure. Yep. Okay. So these are all connected, and then the back of the photo. Welcome to the facility, Gabby. You're in good hands now. Sincerely, Dr. Jenkins. Okay, so we know a Gabby. We need our last name to fully look her up, but... We know she was 9 years old, but I don't think the database thing will let me just do her. Yeah, it needs a full name. So identify the body. I mean, all I have is a Gabby.
Yeah, that looks like it could be the first name. But I'll I'll need the last name too. I'm thorough like that.
This is his badge. Oh wait, but he had a list of names in his pocket. Do we have a Gabby on here? Gabby Bruce or Gabby Mills? I bet it's Mills because that would connect her also to our parking garage and our suspect from the bar who killed Jenkins was this Ray Mills guy, and who is now a victim himself from the parking garage incident. So I'm guessing Mills is her last name. I thought I was typing. Okay. This person is also missing, but is not who we're looking for. What was the other Gabby name? Bruce? That's interesting. Yeah, female, 9 years old. No known aliases. Metacarpal bone, abnormal growth. So this is her. Her name is Gabby Bruce.
How did you find this, Tanner?
Her name's on a list from another case, like Connie.
Just when you think this case can't get any weirder, that's exactly what it does. But I need concrete proof it's her. Got anything else in your bag of tricks?
The abnormal growth of her bone. Gabby has an unusual bone growth.
I'll be damned. 9 years old, Tanner. Breaks your goddamn heart. What the hell is going on out here? And what's a connection to Connie? Okay, the examiner has just finished processing the second body I was telling you about. The one in the advanced state of decay. Let's see here. Adult male, early 60s. Ah, they got an ID on him. Quentin Spence. Want to see if that name is on your magical list too?
Wait, I have this up already. Spence. There he is. 2 occurrences. Marley Spence. Right here.
So there's definitely a link. I see some of the names have been crossed out. Can you figure out what that business means?
Why? What does crossed out mean? I think it means they're missing. Crossed out means the person is missing.
Looks to be about 100 names like that. That number matches the stones. God damn. And if I was a gambling man, I'd say the circled persons are still alive. Like our Connie. There's something else about Spence, Tanner.
And what's that?
They found him buried in a lab coat with some, you're never gonna guess, floppy disk sewn into one of the pockets. Remember what I said about this case getting weirder and weirder? Now the second disk password protected. Open that second floppy disk and give me an address tied to Spence. Something I can look into. I'm getting a little restless with you doing all the work. The operator program. Oh. Sign your way.
here. Open second floppy disk. What's on the first one?
There you go.
Autopsy report 2.
Autopsy report of a male, approximately late 50s, early 60s. Initial observations show no sign of trauma or blunt force injury, similar to the first remains found. The decedent appears to be wearing some kind of lab coat. Starting the external examination now. Excellent dentition. The decedent is wearing some kind of badge. Let me put this to the side. Abdomen seems healthy, with no signs of trauma or injuries. The lab coat seems to contain a hidden pocket. There's something inside. It's sewn shut. I'll open this with my scalpel. There. There appear to be 2 floppy disks inside the pocket. Strange. In my estimate, the body has been buried for approximately 2 to 3 months, based on the level of decomposition. At this point, the cause of death is uncertain. Further testing and analysis is needed, including toxicology reports, before I can provide a conclusive determination.
Okay. And there's his badge. Head of operations at the same place as Henry. Floppy disk 1, a picture of it. What is our info on floppy disk 1? R&D 1, Dr. Spence. Okay. Let me go back. Picture of floppy disk 2 has a second sticker that might be important for the password. Okay. Let's look at what is on FMP 1138. Okay, I'm gonna keep those up. We can put his picture away for now. Let's look at what's on floppy disk 1. Study. Upon my arrival at the BioM facility, oh, that's the facility we were at in the beginning, I was warmly greeted by Dr. Jenkins himself. How fortunate I am to work with such a passionate and talented scientist, even if in a subsidiary role. During our meeting, Dr. Jenkins explained that I would be heading up a trial involving FMP 1138, key component of his research project. Although he did not disclose much, I have the impression that the project is shrouded in secrecy. It appears to be of great importance. The trials, which are scheduled to commence in a few days, once I am well versed with the subjects and the procedures are in place, Dr. Isles, the facility director, informs me our work has the potential to significantly enhance the well-being of the patients who have been selected specifically for our research. The entire facility itself has been constructed for this purpose alone. Although I am unaware of the project's source of funding, there appears to be no shortage of resources. I am truly optimistic our research will make a profound difference and push the boundaries of scientific knowledge. FMP 1138. The AMPA receptor is a crucial component of excitatory synaptic transmission and plasticity in the brain. As a glutamate-gated ion channel, it mediates fast synaptic transmission and contributes to synaptic plasticity by modulating the strength of synaptic connections between neurons. This function of AMPA receptors has been implicated in various neurological and psychiatric disorders, including Alzheimer's disease, depression, and schizophrenia. Representation of the AMPA receptor, which looks like this. Selective AMPA receptor potentiators represent a promising class of compounds for the treatment of these disorders, as they enhance AMPA receptor function and improve synaptic, I don't know why I'm struggling so much to say that word, plasticity. FMP 1138 is a novel selective AMPA receptor potentiator that has shown promising results in preclinical studies. It has been demonstrated to enhance AMPA receptor-mediated synaptic transmission and improve synaptic plasticity in vitro and in vivo. In this study, we sought to explore the potential therapeutic effects of FMP 1138 on neuronal connectivity. Specifically, we aim to investigate whether FMP 1138 could enhance synaptic connectivity and promote the formation of new synapses in vitro and in vivo. To accomplish this, we use a combination of electrophysiological imaging and behavioral assays. I never know how to say that. Assays, I think. To assess the effects of FMP 1138 on neuronal function and connectivity. Our results demonstrate that FMP 1138 enhances synaptic connectivity and promotes the formation of new synapses in vitro and in vivo. In vitro is like when you're pregnant. So they're doing it like when babies are in... Actually, maybe that's not right. Like in utero, in vitro, those might be different. In vivo, I don't remember what that is. Specifically, we observed that FMP 1138 increased the frequency and amplitude of excitatory postsynaptic currents, EPSCs, in cultural neurons, indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. Furthermore, we found that FMP 1138 promoted the formation of new synapses in cultured neurons, as evidenced by an increase in the number of dendritic spines, the sites of synaptic contacts on neurons. Okay, to unlock the full potential... Oh, okay, so like this is the first half. 6672 kHz minimum, 105 kHz maximum. Kilohertz, maybe? I don't know. KHZ. Oh my gosh, there's so much more. In vivo, we found that FMP 1138 improved cognitive function in a mouse model with Alzheimer's. Specifically, we observed that FMP 1138 treated mice performed better in a spatial memory task compared to control mice. Additionally, we found that FMP 1138 treated mice had increased dendritic spine density in the hippocampus, a brain region critical for learning and memory. Taken together, our findings suggest that FMP 1138 represents a promising therapeutic agent for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by impaired neuronal connectivity and plasticity. Further preclinical and clinical studies are warranted to evaluate the safety and efficacy of FMP 1138 in humans. I feel like this is going to be important. Res 1, BioM Technologies, all rights reserved, 1990. FMP 1138 study, Henry H. Jenkins, Dr. Q. Spence. I said Henry H. Jenkins. Dr. H. Jenkins, Dr. A. Isles, frequency range, 500 hertz, 99 kilohertz, subjects, 98. The results demonstrate 98. We have like 100 missing people, I think. Oh, and this says Res 2 right here. Okay, interesting. Results demonstrate that FMP 1138 significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs, indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP 1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity, which could have implications for the treatment of neurological and psychiatric disorders characterized by synaptic dysfunction. The graph displays the results of a study investigating the effects of FMP 1138 on synaptic connectivity in vitro. The study aimed to explore whether FMP 1138 could enhance synaptic transmission and promote the formation of new synapses. The graph shows the main frequency and amplitude of excitatory postsynaptic currents, EPSCs, in cultured neurons under control conditions and after treatment with FMP 1138. The results demonstrate that FMP 1138 significantly increased the frequency and amplitude of EPSCs, indicating an enhancement of synaptic transmission. These findings suggest that FMP 1138 has the potential to improve neuronal connectivity and plasticity. No, unlike Dr. Isles, in this result paper, I will use the Little Endian standard. Isles use Endian. Okay. I don't know what that means. Figure 1 before FMP 1138. Figure 2 is after. Okay, now that I read all of that and I don't really know what all of it means, where is my... we can close that down. So I feel like Res 2 is going to be the thing that has what we need, but this might also... I don't know. Oh. T. Give me this back. Okay. Dang it, I can't put them close enough together. This needs to go down a little more. Files use 105 Endian. To unlock the files, use 105 Endian. Okay. TTT. We know how to break into the floppy disk. I just need to find it. Okay, I think we can close some of this stuff. I don't think I need that one right now. Don't think I need that. Or that. We'll take that off. Don't think I need that. Or that. We'll leave his file. We'll leave his badge. Okay. But I need his file. Go back. Floppy disk 2. 105. Endian. My confession. If you're reading this, it means I'm no longer living and that I have been buried in the Dryfield Desert like the other subjects. I implore you, whoever you are, to share my story with anyone who can make things right. My name is Quentin Spence. I was head of operations at the Biome facility. I am writing this letter because I am about to resign from a job that one cannot simply resign from. As per protocol, I will most likely be sent to the desert burial site with all my belongings. I deserve this punishment. I am sick, so sick of everything that we have done supposedly in the name of science. If you have found me, then I'm assuming you have found the others too. Every person buried here in the sand is a Project Eve test subject. Eve was led by Dr. Henry Jenkins. I am not trying to shift the blame onto him. I bear my share of responsibility in this matter. While our intentions were noble, at least in the beginning, I now see that we went too far, and I am ready and willing to face whatever punishment awaits me in the next world. You have found this document, but perhaps the contents of my lab coat pocket remain undiscovered. Perhaps they could not crack the password necessary to open the floppy disk. Maybe they assumed the floppy disk contained only my research papers. Regardless, what truly matters now is you. You have the power to stop this. Biome Facility 22 East Broader Street, Bedford, Nevada. Please do not be as cowardly as I was. Quentin. How do I cancel? I guess I'll just highlight this part. Find next step. I don't know how to get out of this. Like, if I... Okay, right click. Maybe? Find next step. I mean, I unlocked the freaking floppy disk. Oh, next step. Maybe the address? Because he did ask for an address. Spence worked at the Biome facility. It's here.
Don't let it go to your operator head, but that was actually somewhat impressive, Tanner. The address you sent, it's not far from here. I'll check it out first thing in the morning. Tonight,
Uh-oh.
I think I'll help the team exhume the rest of these bodies. Screw the suit. God help us, Tanner. God help every single one of us.
Contact me tomorrow, Walker. Take care of yourself. I'm gonna say take care of yourself because I have a feeling something might happen to him. Powering off for the night. Second day, you completed your second day at the FBI. That was a lot of reading. I hope that wasn't, it was a lot of reading, kind of unnecessary stuff, but I feel like it gives us the lore that we need to understand the story, so I don't regret reading
Well, look, you need to do something about it. He's poking around, asking too many questions. He's going to expose us all if you don't rein him in. Yes, his shift is over. Yes.
it. That's
All
my
right.
supervisor.
Fine. We'll talk later. Bye.
Our kitty. Ew, ew. Is that us eating? Carol. We're showering. I had a feeling it was a good idea to lie to our supervisor because it seems like he might be in on it, something too. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:25 a.m. I really wish I could. Something stems. Moon macro stems? Maybe? I don't know if that's important, but. We're clocking back in for another day. I don't know how long this game is either, so. Sorry, I was multitasking a little and now I'm getting distracted. So we'll probably do like one more day and then end it, maybe? Don't know what our password is, so we just type random stuff. Also, these little wrist cushions, I'm really liking them. Mike Trench.
Good morning,
About
Evan.
yesterday. Hi, Mike. How are you?
Look, about yesterday. This business with the coal files. Sorry if I came down on you a little hard, buddy. It's just that I know you have what it takes to rise in this place, Evan. Become a supervisor. Hell, maybe even replace me one day. But I can't protect you if you start poking around in the wrong places. Okay?
I absolutely understand.
Thanks. Guess the FDI has got me wound a little tight these days. Well, I better get back to it. You have a good one. All right? Again, I can't tell you how happy I am to have you here at the operator program, Evan. That way, I can keep a close eye on you, can't I? Let's grab a beer later this week, all right? Once everything calms down in the madhouse.
Beer sounds really good. Maybe you can bring your wife this time. Should we be passive aggressive? We should look him up. We'll say a beer sounds good. Hello?
Operator Tanner, that you?
It's still me.
Tanner, did you give that address out to anybody?
No, of course not.
Well, somebody beat me to the facility, Tanner.
What do you mean?
The BioM facility burned down last night, Tanner. Up in flames. And if you didn't give the address out, someone else did. Looks like we got ourselves a mole goddamn
You should
operator
have said rat
program.
with that noise. What do we do now?
Well,
Are you the
an
mole?
investigative team came before me and logged the remaining evidence back at the department. But I can't access it directly. I'll have to go through the operator program. Heaven on earth, Tanner. Heaven on earth. From what I can
This
tell,
guy is a cheese
should
ball.
be some security footage there that should shed some light on what happened here. Hopefully, it won't be too hard to prove this was arson.
Okay. Prove it was arson. Entrance. Authorized personnel only. I don't think we'll be able to get... Oh. All we see is him go in and come out. He is carrying something, though. It's the same guy with no match from before. What the heck is he? What the heck? He just disappeared? How's he gone off of my video? Why is it going so slow? Now he just like disappeared. Did I mess something up? Oh, there he is. So he goes in with a suitcase. What's the deal with that? Oh, a jerry can. So that's it. I thought it was a suitcase. It's literally a gasoline can. Man entered with gasoline.
Yeah, that's not a box of wine, is it? Can you get an ID on this guy?
No match in the database.
That would have been too easy, huh? I'd like to get in the facility. Take a look around. Good Lord willing, the roof won't collapse on me. But I need a code for the door. You see where I'm going with this, Tanner?
I just need the magic word, agent.
Oh, operator, would you please, pretty please, give me the code for the goddamn door?
Oh, T. How'd the first responders get in?
Yeah, that's fishy, isn't it? So fishy, it goddamn stinks. Unfortunately, I don't have access to the team members. But from what I can tell, the order came from higher up.
Uh, 014485. I'll find the code for you. I already did. 014485.
Let me see if this works.
I'm guessing.
All right,
that
I mean,
worked.
damn it! The smoke in here will ruin this suit too. That's 2 suits in 2 days. Tanner! Well, let me see if
That
I
is
can
not
find
my
something
problem, girl.
useful. Something that the investigative team left behind. Sure as hell won't be easy.
Why do you say that?
Because this place place is just about burnt to a crisp. I don't know what went on here. But if you ask me, it's a pretty elaborate security system for a medical facility.
Something else I can do?
While I look around, maybe you could dig more into our little arsonist friend.
What exactly am I looking
Anything that you can find, Tanner. I look picky to you, an ID, a link to another case, his favorite flavor of ice cream. Just give me something, all right?
Okay. I mean, he's in a suit. I don't really know. Let me see when he's coming out, maybe. If there's anything. I mean, I don't think clicking on him when he's going out is gonna give me anything else. He's bald. No match. Anything that you can find more info on the arsonist. I mean, I know that he is, it looks like he's the same guy. From the other case. Okay. He's also a suspect in the
Charming fellow. Who's the lead on the other investigation?
Agent Alexandra Pendle.
Ouch. Tough draw for the rook. Hold on. Looks like I found something. What the?
Connie. Oh,
See what I'm
snap.
seeing, Tanner? Looks
Look,
like
it's a
our gal,
badge.
Connie Moore, was a bio-impatient.
How is that possible?
Beats me. Passed her polygraph with flying colors. She told us the truth. Her truth, anyway.
Yeah, so what they do, mess her up? Trying to fix Alzheimer's? Any records on Connie?
Nope. Looks like either the first responders took that info with them or it burned in the fire.
Why would the first responders want that? I mean, police officers maybe, but... What do we do now?
Contact Skinner to update Pendle on her parking garage killer. I'm sure she'll be thrilled. I'll keep looking around here. The world's biggest ashtray. Tell me if you find out anything new about our pyro head, Tanner. And I'll contact you if I come across something on my charred end over here.
Be careful, Agent. Because I do like him. Man, telling my supervisor is going to be lame. Because he's in on stuff. Wait. Just when I was starting to miss you. We'll be a little sassy with that one. Don't contact Pendle. Can we stop with the all caps? What? Why not? Agent Walker, though really grumpy, is right. There's a mole in the operator program. A hairy, stinking little mole, Evan. Could be Skinner. Why do you say that? I overheard him talking about me. You did? I'll keep that in mind. Look, I have a plan, Evan. A plan that will expose our mole and bring out the ghost. A 2-for-1 Hal special. The ghost? Who is that? That's what I'm calling the guy who doesn't appear in your databases. Good name, don't you think? He murdered Wells and set fire to the biome facility. I'm pretty sure he killed Mia Cole, too. Can I know the plan? Come on, Hal, can't be going in blind. Well, since you and I are now basically best buds, why not? So Walker told you that a team came and logged evidence from the facility. It's now at the FDI, but some of it's been concealed. I can see that from here. Just like the name on Jenkins's list. The evidence room is behind a closed network that, unfortunately, I can't hack into. So what's the solution? If we can sneak into the evidence room and access its computer, we can make the hidden evidence visible again. And if we share the information, it will catch the attention of our mole and trigger him, or her, to contact the ghost. That's phase 1. What's phase 2? Phase 2 is setting the trap for the ghost with agents Pendle and Walker. But I'll talk more about that later. By we, you actually mean, let's see. Are you confident that this will work? It's my plan, isn't it? Okay, Sass. Okay, I've hacked the accreditation server, giving you access permission. It's go time, Evan. So I just use my badge? We're being very trusting of this random hacker. You just use your badge. Now chop chop, Evan. The things I do for you. Log out. Whoa. Why does this keep happening? Are they like hacking our memories or something? You have to be sneaky, Evan. We can't just be going in willy-nilly now. Not so sneaky. Sneaky looks suspicious, but... Okay. Interesting. I do really like the way they did the cutscenes to keep it simple, but... to obviously like add to the story and stuff. Okay, the hand rubbings together and stuff is a little extra. Whoa. BDI Evidence OS authorized personnel only. Help or authenticate. Oh, current user unauthenticated. Tab to switch field. This is crazy. I don't even have my mouse. Authentication. Succeed. Error 403 forbidden access. Current user E Tanner, L to log out, H for help. How is it you? Oh, is it you? Yes, it's me, Hal. Enter to send. Phew, your badge worked. Wait, you weren't sure that it would? 50% sure. Don't hate me, Evan. If you could access this computer, can't you make the evidence visible? I can't access everything. The help menu, as boring as it is, was the only thing that loaded from the global FTI network. You'll have to access the files and look for the hidden evidence on your end. You'll have to work a little, Evan. Sorry. I don't see the files anywhere. Oh, whoops, I forgot to do something on my end, actually. Just a sec. Okay, just updated your credentials. You should be able to see the files now. Look in the hidden column and see if you can find any evidence from the facility case that you can make visible again. Then come back here once you've done that, okay? Okay. From the facility case. Accreditation level 2 can list other cases false, can list agent cases true, can list history, has edit rights. Okay. Enter to list evidences, tab to switch, L to lock out. Log out. Okay. Nothing's hidden on this one. So, tab. Oh, I see. Okay. Nothing is hidden here. Oop. My bad. Nothing's hidden there. Is this everything? Okay. What's the one we're on? Something hidden. Tab. Hidden, stored. I think we just need to put that as false. Are you sure? Yes. Escape. And let me check this other one and see if there's anything hidden on that. Nope. Okay. Evidence is visible again. I've just had an idea. The list on Henry Jenkins. Don't you think it's time we finally discover the name that's been redacted? I mean, it's sort of driving me crazy. Find the appropriate case file and see if you can revert it to the uncensored version. Then come back here. You know, H for Hal. Okay. I mean, I know he was here. How do I do that? I mean, he was like in my first case. He was the victim. Evidence registration. Storage unit changed. So, what do I need to do? I mean, he was my victim. Oh, name list. Maybe I need to do something with that. Evidence. Oh, sensor sensitive info. Tab. This version is already the current version. Okay. Escape. Tab. What if I... Wait. What if I do that one? Are you sure? Yes. I see. Okay, so I think I did it. I love that sound. It's like you've won at the evidence room or something. What? Alright, log out and head back to your desk, but act natural, Evan. Okay, let's see if we get any good tea on who the name is. Getting nervous. Not really, but I am liking this. I like all the like investigative stuff. Let's log back in. And see what happens. HDD. What took you so long? You said act natural. Not that natural, Evan. So, the evidence from the facility case that you just made visible, let's see what we have there. Shall we? Wait, I want to see the name. Sasha Cole. That's it. The drive looks a little damaged, probably from the fire. But I wouldn't be surprised if they tampered with it too. Looks like it's going to take some time to recover the files. In the meantime, check out Jenkins's list and see what name they redacted. I already saw. I'm kind of nervous. Give censored entry. Sasha Cole. Mia's husband. And his name is circled. That means... It means what? If what Agent Walker said about the circled names is true, then Sasha Cole is still alive. Does he know about Mia and the baby? I hope not. Anyway, the hard drive has recovered some of its files. That's fortunate. Look, there's a file for Sasha Cole and Connie Moore. Both are password protected. Let's focus on Connie's folder first. See if you can find a way in. Sorry, Evan. Gonna have to work a little more. Okay. Please stop. Let's look at that. We'll move this over here. IT BM Technologies to H. Jenkins. Object security risk. Sir, we have noticed that you used your badge ID as your password. We recognize the convenience of this, but in the interest of preventing security breaches, we strongly encourage you to adopt another. Even though your password has more than 4 characters, it is still not secure enough. At your earliest convenience, please choose a new password. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Sincerely, Samaj Henderson, head of IT. Wonder if I can look him up. Not that I think it'll be important, but... Did I spell it right? Yeah. Period. Okay, he's alive. Good to know. So, his badge. We've seen his badge a couple times. Not at that one. Not at that one. This one, maybe? That's his badge. Okay, this one maybe then. Victim. Dang it, where the heck was his badge at? Oh, the little girl. That was in the graveyard, though. Badge. So... They said he used what? Your badge ID. So these numbers? Let's see. Open Connie's thing. I guess I'll type in the numbers. 403 6636 200510. Period. What was Jenkins' badge number? Older people and their passwords. Anyway, nice work. Now let's finish setting the trap. I'm guessing there's something in Connie's file we can use to trigger the mole and lure the ghost out from whatever hole he's hiding in. Piece of information, an address maybe, something. Find address for trap. Top secret. Project Eve, version FMP 1138. Biomedica Technologies, Connie Moore, female. Responsible H. Jenkins. End of operations. The day that she resurfaced. Connie was spotted by the disposal team near DFBD site around 11:35 a.m. and apprehended around 11:50. She will be used as a subject for the MK6 prototype, which should arrive from the lab tomorrow. So they just snatched her up by convenience because she was near where their lab is. Seed abduction and interrogation by extraterrestrials. Remove memory of encountering burial site on her hike. Anchors. Her memory of the events leading up to this moment, other recent claims of alien abduction in Dryfield, subject's inherent belief and interest in supernatural. Ah, so they used her stuff against her. Notes. New MK6 samples arrived. Will keep the same dosage as MK5 with 3 milligram 10 mil session for 1 or 2 sessions per day depending on subject's reactions. After the first session, noticed the same side effects as usual. Fever is 30% higher than MK5 average, but that was expected. Subject seems very receptive, but given the high fever, only 1 session was undertaken. So that first bit was on the 6th, that was on the 7th. On the 8th, fever increased by yet another 10%, only 1 session. On the 9th, fever is starting to decrease. ATH about 48 hours after first injection. Matches previous observations of MK5. Will aim for 2 sessions tomorrow. The 10th, 2 sessions. Fever is stable, although still a bit high compared to MK5. On the 11th, fever decreased a bit, but will probably remain around the same level until the end. Subject is confused, 2 days ahead of schedule compared to MK5. 12th, started phase 2. The 16th, subject seems very reactive. Phase 2 is over. Phase 3 is ready to begin, probably tomorrow. We'll need photographic fakes ASAP, waiting for identical weather conditions. On the 17th, phase 3 begins. We'll focus on the DFBD objective until we have the photography. The 20th, subject's perception of the DFBD site is already modified. Rain finally stopped. Most likely able to produce photographic fake tomorrow. 21st, which is when the fake picture was done. Finally, have photographic efforts. Original photograph has been replaced by ersatz. 23rd, subject's memory of the picture is altered. MK6 shows at least a 25% efficiency boost versus MK5. 26th, objectives are attached to anchors. We're ready for phase 4. 27th, confusion stopped. Phase 4 begins. On the 1st, control sessions are fine. Some hesitations, but since anchors are strongly aligned with objectives, appears to be working. The 3rd, phase 4 is over. Objectives are now deeply rooted. Final injection this morning. Subject is sedated and will remain so until fever stops. The 5th, which is the day that they released her, fever stopped, sedation stopped. Subject will be released into the desert this afternoon. Conclusions, MK6 is very promising. 30% more efficiency overall, but 40% more fever, which is going to be a problem for the most fragile subjects. We will keep MK6 as the standard for now, aiming for MK7 to address issues with fever. Note, send the report to the lab, and we have an address. What in the world were they doing to Connie? But this address is perfect. Evan. Sorry, make sure my volume's down. Okay. Given the messed up things Jenkins was doing, I'm sure they want to keep this lab a secret. Now what, Hal? Now it's time for phase 2. We have 2 agents looking for the ghost, Blocker, and Pendle. Time we put them to use. Let me check something. Okay, Agent Pendle is closer to the lab. Contact her and send the address. Whoever's monitoring communications between the agents and operators will see it. Am I putting Pendle in harm's way? She's a big girl, Evan, and she won't be alone. Go ahead and contact Skinner so you can contact Pendle. I'll get back to you later.
Yes, Operator Tanner?
I have information for Agent
What kind of
Pendle, sir.
information?
An address linked to the murder
All right.
of Wells.
I'm forwarding the call, Tanner. But I hope you're not just sending Pendle on some wild goose chase.
Had to think about what to say.
Operator Tanner, what can I do for you?
I have footage of Wells Killer committing arson via a case Walker is working.
What? You're kidding. Okay, so our murderer likes to play with fire too, huh? This guy just gets better and better. By any chance, did any clues pop up where we might locate him?
Actually, yes, I got an address linked to Jenkins.
To Jenkins? So it comes full circle, does it? Well, whatever that address is, I'll take it.
442 Wakehurst Avenue, Spring Valley, New York,
Nice.
10977.
So what exactly is this place? If Wells Killer's there, I assume it's not a petting zoo.
Lab where Wells Killer
I see.
has
Well,
been spotted.
I'm on my way. I'll contact you when I get there. Thanks, Tanner. Maybe now we can finally book this guy.
I'll be waiting for your call, Agent. Oh, be careful, he's dangerous. We should give her a little bit of a heads up, I feel. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 2:55 p.m. I wonder if I can look at more stuff in this.
Tanner, I'm at the lab.
Great, talk to me, Agent.
The door was unlocked, actually. It's real weird in here, Tanner.
What door?
Like
It got
everybody
burned down.
suddenly
Why
took
is there a
off.
door?
But left all their beeping lab equipment behind. But I don't see any sign of Wells Killer. Looks like a dead. Shit!
Drop the phone.
Oh,
Slide your gun over to me. Slowly.
her gasp
On
kind of
your
scared me.
knees, Agent Pendle.
You? How do you know my name?
You might want to close your eyes.
You don't want to do this. I'm a federal agent. Agent Walker, FBI! Drop the gun! Drop the gun!
Period, period.
It's locked! What did you do? Hands up! Turn around! Turn around! Hands on your head! Pendle, you okay? Walker, we have a problem here. What'd you do? Open the door now!
Oh gosh, this is like
It's not
gas or
opening,
something?
Walker. Open the door.
Do I have to figure out how to open the door?
Operator, you there?
Talk to me, Agent.
There's a bomb! This bald-headed
Oh.
psycho has trapped me in a room with a bomb! It's my third day! The display says
Throw
20
me some-
minutes and 21 seconds, and it's ticking down!
Oh gosh.
You gotta help me here.
Surely I feel do this. Just hold on, Agent.
Come right back. Understand me, Tanner? You come right back.
A bomb. What do I do? How do I defuse a bomb? Tanner or Skinner, hurry up and answer.
Yes, Operator Tanner?
Supervisor Skinner, we need to defuse a bomb.
Stay calm, Tanner.
Pendle's locked in a room with a bomb.
Okay, let me think. Unfortunately, our more seasoned operators are presently occupied. I'd send a team, but they'd arrive much too late. That means...
The timer is giving me
You'll
anxiety.
have to defuse the bomb, Operator.
Okay, what do I have to do?
I'm sharing the FDI's bomb
Oh, crap.
defusal manual. You haven't gone through bomb training yet, but we have no choice. What I'm about to tell you is important. Do not read the entire manual.
No,
You
literally.
don't have time. Stay calm and follow the instructions from the beginning. Do you understand?
I understand. FDI bomb defusal guide. You have been given access to the FDI defusal guide. Okay. Oh gosh. What does the bomb look like? Oh my gosh, this is like
There
that
are
game.
wires, a controller, a battery, a keypad, and a display, I guess. And operator, make sure you follow the instructions at the beginning. I really don't want to go out like this.
How to use identify bomb archetype. Follow guide to defuse the correct archetype. Oh gosh. Please refer to about the bomb. Oh my gosh. 4 archetypes, each one defined by the way electric current is distributed through the device. The device will have a mass per module. Such device shall be diffused following the corresponding diffuse guide. Okay, module definition, controller, power, explosive, keypad, display, receptor. Okay. Oh gosh. Power module has a green wire. Okay, so tell me about the power. How many batteries are there?
Let me check. I see only one battery.
One battery, so I think that's gonna be a single mass device. About the power. What kind of battery is it?
I don't really know. A single battery pack? I think. Wait, it says 9 volts, 0.3 amps, 2,000 milliamps hour.
I'm freaking. Okay. Single mass device. Such a device shall be diffused. But that says lower than 5 volts. That's not what we're dealing with. I am about to lose it. I'm so confused right now. Disconnect the power and explosive modules last. Okay. Wait, okay. Let me go back to the beginning. Single mass devices are simplest device archetype. They don't have a particular failsafe and can be powered off easily. In order to identify the archetype, please refer to... I'm trying to do that. Okay. If the device's power module has a green wire mass. Oh, okay, so let me ask. Tell me about the wires.
There are a lot, but I'll try. The power module. It's a battery. Has 2 wires, a red and a black. 2 wires are connected to the explosive, a red and a black one. The display and the numpad have 4 wires each. A red, a black, a green, and a yellow. That's it.
Okay, so there's... Power module has 2, not a green wire. If the device's explosive module uses liquid... Did she say explosive? We don't have an explosive module. Device requires a ticking dependent on the voltage of the power module. Is an inverted clock ticking archetype. Such a device shall be diffused following the corresponding diffuse guide. Inverted clock devices are complex but reliable. They don't rely on active power modules, but instead react if the power module is shut down. Okay, I think that's what we're doing. About the bomb. How do I ask if there's a serial number? Or has a different pattern. Probably handmade, and each module must be disconnected safely. Okay, I'm gonna guess it's that. First step is to disconnect all masses. Follow procedure 11.1. You need to cut all the green wires of each module when such a wire is present, except for power and explosive. Oh, okay, she did say explosive, actually. So, about the explosives. Shit, how do I go back? Oops, sorry. I try not to cuss, but okay. Get me back to where I was. What kind of explosive is it?
I'd say gasoline. Tanner, this isn't how I imagined I'd go out.
OMG. Okay, yes, this is what we have. First step is to... Okay. Dupe. Explosive. If the explosive solid liquid, cut the red wire. Okay, about the bomb. Explosives. How many are there?
There are 2 gas cans connected to the bomb. Are you sure that's important? Don't you have a guide to follow or something?
Girl, I'm trying. Okay. Tell me about the wires.
There are a lot, but I'll try. The power module. It's a battery. Has 2 wires, a red and a black. 2 wires are connected to the explosive, a red and a black one. The display and the numpad have 4 wires each. A red, a black, a green, and a yellow. That's it.
So, display. Oh gosh. I can't type fast enough. Red, black, green, yellow. Explosive. Red, black, and okay, that's for the wires. So I want you to cut a wire, I think, from the explosive, the red wire.
Okay. Oh,
Do I get to try again?
Damn it, Tanner! You failed to identify the bomb's correct archetype, and now Agent Pendle is dead! Firefighters are on their way. And Agent Walker has safely evacuated with his arrest. He's transporting that SOB to the FDI. We'll question his ass first thing tomorrow. You better believe it. Now go home, operator. I think you've done enough for today.
No, I thought I could try again. I didn't know. How was I supposed to know what to do? This was so confusing. Identify the bomb's archetype. The device's power did not have a green wire. It was not lower than 5 volts. Oh shit, it was literally right here. Requires a ticking dependent. Wait, okay. If the device has no serial number or has a different pattern, disconnect all masses. Oh, disconnect the masses. You need to cut all the green wires of each module when such a wire is present, except for the power and explosive. So I was on the right track. I was just doing it wrong, I guess. Wait, I kind of want to do it again, but I think I would just have to play through the game again to do it again. Girl, I forgot I even had this notepad too. You completed your 3rd day, and I failed. I'm so upset. I feel so bad. Like, girl, I kind of knew what I was doing. With the timer, I was overwhelmed. I could not do this in real life. Actually, honestly, in real life, I would probably be a little more attentive, but... Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. Ugh. But also, it's our 3rd day of work. How do they expect me to defuse a bomb?
Devastating incident earlier today as the facility went up in flames, claiming the life of an FDI agent on the premises.
I'm here at the scene of Biomedica Technologies Laboratory, where firefighters have been battling a blaze for hours. At this time, we still don't know what.
Not them putting us on blast on the news. On blast probably wasn't the best terminology. Evan's apartment, 6 a.m. Why are we hacking and coughing? I literally can't believe I blew somebody up. There better be an achievement for being able to defuse that bomb, because if I replay through this, I better get an achievement for figuring the freak out. I was literally like right on the cusp of figuring it out too. And I would have felt so big-brained if I would have figured it out. FDI headquarters, Washington, D.C., 7:25 a.m. I'm gonna log in just so I can exit out of the game, hopefully. I guess. I don't really know how it saves and stuff. Settings. What if I hit escape? Oh, here we go. Okay. So I am gonna end it here. I am really enjoying this. I'm having fun. I don't know how much, like, the length of the game or anything. But yeah. Obviously, we let some people down at the end there. So hopefully we can pick spirits back up when I come back. Don't forget, I will be gone next week. So I will hopefully see you guys in a couple weeks. I'm not totally sure when I'll be back exactly yet, but I will update my Twitch schedule to let you know, so just keep an eye on that. And yeah, I hope you guys have a super great weekend and a super fun time while I'm gone, and I will hopefully see you when I come back. Bye everybody.